Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 Ace Eddie Awards. Today we celebrate excellence in film editing. We are proud to present Career Achievement Awards honoring Lillian Benson, ACE, and Richard Chu, ACE, and the Golden Eddie Award to the Sundance Institute. Please welcome the President of American Cinema Editors, Kevin Tent, ACE.
Hello, everybody. It's so good to see everybody. And how exciting to be here at the historic United Artists Theater. You can feel Charlie Chaplin, Mary Pickford, Douglas Fairbanks, and D.W. Griffith smiling down upon us. Today, we celebrate the art and incredible skill and genius that has gone into making this year's nominated films and television shows. Another year of amazing work done under another year of difficult circumstances. So congratulations to all our nominees. It's no small thing to be nominated by people who know the hell what you're doing. So drink it up and enjoy, and we're also proud of you. Congratulations also to our Career Achievement Award recipients, Lillian Benson and Richard Chu. You'll see these two have had extraordinary careers, but more than that, they've been mentors and active in our organization and others. They are both great role models for us all, both in the chair and out. This year, we are also thrilled to award our Golden Eddie to Michelle Satter and the Sundance Institute. No organization has done more to help democratize and diversify what we see when we go to a movie or turn on our TV. They have nurtured and supported countless directors, writers, composers, and yes, editors. On behalf of ACE, I would like to thank our corporate sponsors for making this afternoon possible. Thank you to Adobe for generously sponsoring our internship program. And while I'm at it, welcome McKenna Cook and Catherine Goes, this year's ACE interns. And a big, big thank you to Avid and Evercast for also being generous and also being today's platinum sponsors. As you can probably guess, this show just doesn't happen magically. So thank you to our producers, Jessica and Ryan Whitney, and all their people at Zoe Productions. Thank you to Peter and Lucy, the dynamic duo of Tilt. And thank you to Shannon Weiss for doing double duty as co-producer and editor. And thank you to the editors who cut today's clips, Matt Allen, Marco Gonzalez, Alana Jones, and Daniel Larsh. Thank you to Marika and Gemelin in our office, and a big-time heartfelt thank you to the woman who makes it all look easy, who runs our growing and ever-changing organization, the executive director extraordinaire, the one and only Jenny McCormick. Okay, one last thing, I promise. On behalf of the entire membership, myself included, I'd like to thank our board and both our old and new committee chairs and members. We are very fortunate to have these talented, dedicated editors who, after working long hours, volunteer their time and energy to make our organization stronger and better. And it's working. ACE is more vibrant than ever. And our stated goal of advancing the art and science of editing is happening. Now, there may be some setbacks and slights at time, which can sting, but that's what makes today even more important. Today is about us, all editors, both in and out of ACE. We know our value. And any director, producer, or executive of any consequence knows it as well. So be proud, be bold, be brilliant, and have a blast this afternoon. Thank you. Congrats to all the nominees.
Hello, friends. Good evening, ACE members. Wow, I'm excited to be here tonight. You know, I haven't been in a room filled with this many actual people in a very long time. It's a little unsettling. Like, I still watch crowd scenes in movies and I go, why aren't they wearing a mask? Then I go, oh, right. But still, I'm extremely excited to be here and see all of your wonderful faces. Can't see yours, but I can kind of see it. For those of you who don't know me, I am DJ Lance Rock, and I was on an awesome children's show called Yo Gabba Gabba. Thank you. For some of you, I may have taught your kids that there's a party in my tummy. Don't bite your friends. And if you're gonna cough, cover your mouth. You're welcome. That last one's really come in handy the last couple of years, hasn't it, though? Yeah. I must confess that this is the first award show I've ever hosted. But from what I hear, I'm doing great. Actually, hosting an award show for editors seemed like the perfect match. First off, my good friend Amy Duddleston is up for 2 awards tonight. Yes. Congratulations, Amy. I am rooting for you. Where are you? I can't see you. Where are you at? All right. I was gonna make a joke about rigging her award, but you know, after January 6th, I just think it's gonna cause more trouble than it's worth. So good luck, Amy. Secondly, I feel like the editor community and we have a lot in common. You know, I edit music to create songs. You guys edit scenes to create shows and film. You work with producers and directors. I work with children who throw tantrums and have fits when things don't go their way. So basically, the same. Also, I have to edit what I say because the only F word one can say when working with kids is fun. Of course, for you guys, it's different. You can actually say the F word. You just have to wait until the EPs leave. But for real, you all put up with so much stuff. Like, for instance, there's another award show that's televised. I'm not gonna say what it is, but let's just say it's named after a notorious grouch. Anyways, they're cutting the show to be shorter this year, and one of the categories that they're cutting is the editing award. What? Exactly, boo! You know? And who are they gonna get to cut that? Hey, come over here. Good news, you just won an award. Now get in that editing. The only editor I feel worse for is whoever had to put together that Gal Gadot Imagine video. It's true. I'd like to note that if you haven't seen all the nominees this year, some of the titles can be misleading. Like Power of the Dog is not about a superhero canine. Squid Games, no squids. No Time to Die, there was time. Licorice Pizza, it sounds delicious, but nope. And look, there's a lot of big names here tonight, and not just the editors. You know, there's directors, actors, and producers. They're all here as well. And a friend asked me, how does the ACE Awards always get such big names to be part of the show? And I tell them the truth, because editors run this town. They just keep it low key. Like if this was Game of Thrones, you wouldn't sit on the Iron Throne, but you'd whisper in the king's ear. You're all the Cersei Lannister of Hollywood, but in a good way, without the shame part. I learned this fact years ago, because this is a true story. You see, one of my first gigs as a performer was being an extra in Austin Powers' The Spy Who Shagged Me. Yes, the sequel. Yes, the sequel. But in that film, Austin goes back to the swinging 60s London. But here's a spoiler alert. London was actually Tustin, California. Apparently, you can't tell those two cities apart. They often say that Tustin is the London of California. But I remember many of the background actors were extremely competitive, and they do whatever it took to get more screen time. But there was nothing more coveted than a close-up shot. That was like the starring role for those deemed background. And I remember my good friend Kim and I, we were on set, and she told me this crazy story about how one extra took it to the extreme. Now this is coming from Kimba, so you know that this is true, okay? This actress, she had bragged that she hooked up with the cameraman to get a close-up shot. And then Kimba looked at her and she's like, what? The cameraman can't do anything. If you really wanted a close-up, you should have hooked up with the editor. And it was then that I realized just how powerful you editors are. But you're all great people too, and you use your power wisely. Seriously, out of all the scandals in this town, it's never the editor. You never hear Hollywood editor makes movie set unbearable. Like, your scandals are more like Hollywood production tired of how pleasant the editor is. Or the editor makes everyone on set have to have a moment of self-reflection. You know, I know there's a lot going on in the world right now, and it might not seem right to be celebrating right now, but I checked on Twitter, and Lady Gaga said it was okay. We're in the clear. So, for tonight, this one night, I'm okay with stepping away from all the craziness and just treating us to a wonderful show. Tonight, let's celebrate your work. It's well-deserved, and let's have some fun without any politics, no debates about Comedians Podcast, and the only shot you should think about putting in your body is the one at the bar after the show. So now, let's get this party started.